All right, y'all. Patrick Walters here. We got the dub last week at Lake Murray here in Columbia, South Carolina. It was a really great week. Caught a ton of fish. Ended up with 93 pounds and some change from start to finish. What a great week. I think the biggest key to my success last week was probably my timing. When to stay, when to go. The whole lake kind of fished okay in practice. It was actually pretty tough. The hardest part was really breaking down the fishery. And that's really where I use the Omnia PRO app to, you know, the lake's off limits for a month, so you can't really get to the lake. You can't see what the conditions look like. When you get to the water, it's time to practice. You need to know what you're doing when you get there. So what I was doing, I was fishing long gradual points with clay, rock, and stuff like that. So I was using the navionics layer, really seeing where the contours are at, seeing what section of the lake was good. Water clarity, that's another big thing. The blueback herring do not like dirty water. They will not spawn in dirty water. They don't really like that stained water, so you kind of want to find the cleanest water you can. And so I can look at water clarity and then water temperature. Make sure no areas are too hot, you know, because usually if it kind of spikes upriver a little bit, then you know, well, the herring spawn's probably done up there, and that kind of shows you a region. So once I find the zones of the lake I want, that's when I'll apply. I'll look at the wind, I'll see what points I'm gonna go fish, and it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's like, I'm not gonna say shooting fish in a barrel, but it really helps dial you in on where you're gonna fish and kind of what you're gonna do. And when I fished there this week, I had I'm gonna say a 1-2 approach. I mostly caught them on a top water and a Zoom Super Fluke. This is the new Rapala Jawler. Love this top water. Start out with the Jawler in practice. That's how I find a lot of the areas. Fishing fast, fishing aggressive baits, finding those big schools, and that's really what you would do, is you would look for the schools of fish where the areas that really had them, and then I throw the old Zoom Super Fluke. You cannot beat the Zoom Super Fluke. If you're on a herring fishery anywhere in the Carolinas, whether you put it on a Carolina rig, you Texas rig it, or you nose hook it, that thing right there catches fish. That was what I caught majority of my weight on at Lake Murray. Every single day I was catching fish on it. I did catch some. Before I would leave a spot, I'd always throw the old ball and chain, the Carolina rig on there with a Zoom mid-sized brush hog. But those two baits is kind of, that's how I found my fish. I was using the Omnia PRO app to really study the map, see the contours, see the wind, see the water clarity, and that's how I got the blue trophy. All in all, great week. We got it done. Let's keep that ball rolling.